What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. We are out today once again in the field of 1,000,000 cobs, or at least three. At least three,
if
Doug.
only.
This field is incredible. Like we said before, it's already planted, so our time is very limited. We're gonna go real slow. We're gonna try to find more Spanish cobs and maybe even some hammered gold, Doug. But today, of course, it's me, Rich Van Winkle, Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug, Jane Fondeg, and of course, our good friend Lynn. And today's actually a special occasion for Lynn because Dog Tag Doug got hand surgery a few days ago, so he cannot dig. Lynn is going to be his designated digger. Kind of like Princess Leia for Jabba the Hutt.
Right.
I call him Dougie the Hutt today, but it should be a heck of a good day. We're going to find some amazing things. So back in the first dig. See you guys soon. Later. All right, Rich Van Winkle's got the first find of the day. It's not even metal. We've been looking for arrowheads and points the whole time we've been here. Like I said, the creek is on the back. We've been seeing jasper. And Rich, did you eyeball this, Rich, or was it in your hole?
Well, it popped out of the hole, and I noticed
It looks large,
it
Rich.
just looked, yeah. So
I definitely see it. Yeah. Oh, look at all the lines on
Look
it.
at the work, and the tip's gone, and it's.
Wow. Yeah, down there, I guess.
10 minutes and we've been here.
Well, it came out of his hole, and I'm colorblind. I'm gonna have a hard time seeing these, Doug.
well, that one is like
It blends
gray
in.
brown.
Yeah, it really blends in.
When I find them on the rare occasion, I have to look for the nap line specifically. That's beautiful. Only the very, very tip, the point, is
gone.
broken off.
And it's an old break.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems.
that's.
This would be 2 to 10,000 years old.
2 to 10,000. I thought my cob was old. That's 300 years old.
2 to 10,000.
Congratulations, Rich. Awesome find, brother.
Thank you.
All right, my first dig of the day. I'm digging those odd numbers like I told Rich and Doug in the 30s because that's where the cob came up. And today is mission hammered gold, Doug. That's the mission, hammered gold.
I'll be gold.
I got this signal. Well, it's going to come up funny because my shovel's in there. That's okay. But look what I got. This came popping out of the hole. Lynn and I were just kind of digging it together. And I thought it might have been a penny at first. But I saw this side, Rich.
Oh, wow.
And I see a sunburst in the middle. It almost reminds me a little bit, Doug, of your 8 real image with that Spanish sunburst in the middle and some sort of a hat. But I didn't brush it yet. This is what I saw come out of the ground.
That is cool.
So let me give it a brush and see if it's a button, a coin, or what the heck it might be. I think it's a button, but let me give it a brush down and we're going to take a look.
All right.
All right, here's my circle, and it is indeed a button. You can see the shank mark in the middle where it busted off. It would have been a brazen shank, so we're talking like 1820s or so. And the other side is just gorgeous. Look at that. Now, I thought it might have been like that hat that was on the old reals, the old Mexican reals. But it looks like it's a feather or a leaf.
Right.
I'm not sure. In the middle of like a sunburst. And then there's a large, wide outer rim going around the whole outside. So this is a really nice button, Lynn. I have
love
no
it,
idea what it
yeah.
is. I'm going to guess it's civilian. But with that image on there, that's awfully intricate for, a utilitarian
There's a lot
civilian
going
button.
on there.
So I'm going to have to do some Googling later and see exactly what I have. But my first find of the day, and this is wicked cool.
Beautiful.
Let's go see what we can find today. It's going to be a good day.
Okay.
Mission gold.
I think I'm being paid.
Let's try this.
All right, I'm hearing a lot of hooting over here from Team Dougie the Hutt. Was this Lynn's first dig for you, Doug?
No, second. The first was a test hole.
Okay.
The first was crap.
She, like she said, she passed muster.
All right. But the second hole that Lynn has ever dug for Doug, is that a button?
Yeah.
Man, can I see it? Is there something on it?
Yep.
It almost looks like it's pewter with it.
Oh my goodness, I see it, Doug.
Would you like to?
Could that be tomback though?
I don't know.
It's
not-
shiny.
It doesn't have that.
We'd have to see the shank on the back.
Doesn't look as shiny.
Is Lynn also the official cleaner for you, Doug, since you only have one
I'm
hand?
limited on what I can do.
All right, so yeah, that's a yes.
Yeah.
All right, so here,
Whatever I
Lynn.
can get away with her doing.
That's beautiful. I think that might be tomback, but the edge does look a little chewed up like pewter. Lynn's going to clean it. We're going to take a look.
Looks like it's got a full shank.
All right, here's Team Doug / Lynn's button. This is gorgeous. You're right, it's not tomback. This is pewter really, really early, Lynn. I would say probably 1750s era, maybe earlier than that.
Yep.
all pewter with a hand-etched design of some sort of a star. But the best part, I think, even cooler than that, is the back, because it was cast and then the shank was hand drilled after the fact. One piece solid cast button with a hand drilled shank. We very rarely, if ever, find these. I can only recall maybe one or two ever, Doug,
Really?
that we got a button like this, yeah, with that cast drilled shank. So that is incredible. And with an image on there, talk about one of a kind. This might even have some good monetary value. Not that you're going to sell it,
No.
but very, very early and super cool with that marking on there.
Wow.
Way to go there,
awesome.
Team Dougie the Hut.
And Doug, a very questionable signal.
That's the key to this place. The good early stuff comes up low, wacky numbers, so you got to dig and hope.
Yep.
Nice job. All right, I got a good one here. I already pulled out of the ground. Came up a good number for this field. 32-33. Now I already pulled it out. It's sitting over here in the sidewall. Look at that. It's an old suspender clip, but it's still intact. And usually these are going to have some sort of markings on them. My wife loves when I do this. Oh, yep, there is. There's some sort of design on there. Let me brush it and see what's on this, but that's a nice old piece of Americana. Hang on, let's take a look at it. All right, there it is. Nice old suspender clip. I don't know what that design is in the middle. Kind of reminds me of out in Lancaster, the Amish put up these signs on their barns, and they have symbols like that in the middle. Now, I'm not saying that's what this is, but it kind of just reminds me of that. But nice inlaid cutouts on the outside, these triangles. And the whole thing is brass. If I had to guess, this is probably late 1800s, maybe 1880s, somewhere in that time period. Very dainty. This top part is almost always broke off and still has some of the clips on there too. We don't get a whole lot of them that are fully intact like that. So nice little treasure I'll add to the case. All right, I think the field of 1,000,000 cobs may have just struck again. Look, Rich looked really excited. Is it a cob, Rich? Oh, I see a big smile. Oh my goodness. It's a cob, it's a piece of cob. Our fourth one from this field. How crazy is that?
I'm gonna spray it.
I got water if you need some.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? You got like a whole supermarket in there. Let's see.
Okay. Try to.
Oh, there's the Crusader cross. Our fourth cob, 3 from this same little section. I can't believe every single one of us got a piece of cob.
It's worn.
They're
but
getting
it's-
slicker and slicker
you can see
too.
it.
They're getting
And that's
slicker.
the coolest part.
Yeah, the Crusader cross is very cool. Now the date does appear on both sides, but I don't know if you're going to have enough.
We'll get a date range for it though.
Oh, yeah.
We know it's.
It's going to be late 1600s, Rich. That's what all of them are.
Yeah. 1660s, right?
1660s to the 1680s. But I think something there could have been like a bag of money, like a small satchel that over time it was in the ground, got ripped and spread all around.
Somebody lost a pouch or something.
Yeah. 4 cobs. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
That is crazy. I'm glad every one of us got one though.
And now that we've all got one, so the rest of the day is going to be real fun. I don't even need to think about cops
Yeah.
there.
Well, now we're thinking about hammered gold, Rich. Hammered gold escudos. Unbelievable, man. Congratulations.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the exclusive club of Thai cobs.
So-
All right, Rich strikes again. I think he's got a button, and I actually have one in my hand. Rich, we'll have a little button contest. Coolest button.
all right.
Let's take a look.
I didn't clean it yet. It's right here.
Mine's cleaned. Oh, yours is bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger's not always better, though. Is it
There-
counter stamped?
There was something on it, but I don't think we're going to get to see what it is.
Here's mine while Rich is cleaning his. Mine was pretty nice, but look how shiny mine is, Lynn.
Yeah, and green.
Yeah, it's not tomback though. It's brass, just
Nope.
super shiny.
It's real green. It's like a light green too.
Yeah.
Nice green.
So we'll clean up Rich's and we'll have a nice 2-1-2 button punch.
Button off.
And, I think yours is a little cooler.
Well, that's close. These are the 2 buttons. This one on the right here is Rich's. So it does have a full shank bent over. Nothing on the front. I'm not sure his material, but it's still a little corroded, so it's rougher. My material is much different because it's so shiny. Up in your shadow. There we go.
Yep.
It's so shiny that I don't know what the material is. And Lynn said it was super green. So nice little 1-2 punch there of buttons. There are a lot of things around. You just got to go really slow, work around, try to pick out these little things in such a big field, but we are getting it done.
We love
Well
our
done,
buttons.
Cobb brother.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right, Doug and Rich are both digging at the same time. You can see where the field, the planting stops right there on that row. So over here's a little bit of grass before one of the old barns. We have not hit this area yet, but coming along I got this signal. Find it. There it is. That could be a copper coin. Just stops. Stops there. Very small. I think this is going to be a winner. Let's dig up and see what we got. This could be a coin. All right, I flipped that plug over, that 43. It was only about maybe 3 inches deep. And going through the plug, it is indeed a big copper.
Oh, wow, look at that baby.
That was
And
only a 43.
43, yep.
Wow.
That's American.
Oh, it's a little small, Doug. This could be a 2-cent like you have.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's smaller than a
Oh,
copper
wow.
now that I'm looking at it. Oh,
Oh.
it's a farthing.
It is a farthing.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it's a KG1
One.
farthing.
Right facing.
Wow, that was so shallow, Doug.
Wow.
Look at, I could see his whole face. What good detail
Wow,
that
that
has.
is That is awesome.
Great
Wow.
detail.
Look at the detail on the back
Yeah.
coming through.
Let me brush it. I thought it was going to be a copper. I didn't even touch it or
Well, it
brush
is
it yet. Well, I meant like I thought from the thickness, it looked like it was going to be a matron.
Wow. Yeah,
So now I got
did
to brush it because that has incredible detail
So
on it.
cool.
That thing looked like it was dropped right out of the mint.
Let
Looks
me.
like one of the ones, almost like one of the ones I found.
Yeah, that one you found when we had
Yeah.
Merrill out. Yep. Let me brush this down. Hang on a second.
Wow.
All right, there's my coin, and it is indeed a King George I. It looks like it's a farthing. It could actually be a halfpenny. It just looks small, but you can clearly see King George heading towards this finger over here. What's that finger called? The index finger, Lynn?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. And it flips
Pointer
like this,
finger.
pointer finger. Again, I put a little bit of grease on this side. It didn't clean up great yet. I got to work it at home. The date would be at the bottom.
Where I see the
Maybe 17 teens. So this is the oldest copper coin that we found here. Obviously the silver coins are 50 years older than this, those Cobbs. But this is the first old copper coin, which is a really nice signal. But Doug's got a hole, so Lynn's got to shoot over there. She is the designated digger. And I'm going to keep going, try to find more cool things. All right, Rich just said he's got an Indian that could be a fat one. Let's see. Okay, hold for a second.
It's hard to tell.
No, it's definitely fat. Definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not nice to call it fat.
And
18 something 2 I saw. Here's the.
all right, well, if it's a 2, if you see a 2, it's got
I
to
see
be 1862.
1862.
I'm having a hard time seeing it, but I could feel that it's very fat.
Yeah.
Very well could have been a flying eagle, Doug. So that means there might be around here.
Yeah.
That's Doug's big bucket lister, and I want to be there when he gets it. But yeah, nice fatty Indian. I can't quite see the date. Oh, I think I might see the 2 at the end.
Yeah, the 2 is the easiest to see.
I think they only made them from 1859 to 64, and the 59 would not have a shield, and I do see it from this angle. So it's got to be 60 to 64, so definitely one of those couple
All
of
right,
years.
62 then. Yep.
Nice find.
Very nice find. Well
Did you
done.
run that under my coil? Let me
You
see.
can run your coil
Wow.
over the...
15.
You didn't even
16.
move it. You didn't even move it. Oh, okay, there you go. 15, 16?
Yep.
That's
And
almost...
that was shallow, correct?
15, 16 is almost the year of my Cobb. Just saying. All right, Team Lynn Tag Doug has been struggling with finds today. They're digging stuff up. They just haven't gotten as lucky as we have.
Digging low tones.
A lot of nails when you're chasing weird things,
A lot
and
of iron.
but Doug said he might have a fatty, which will be the first good thing since that button
Yep.
he's gotten today. It definitely feels fat.
Yep.
Did you already see an Indian on it?
I didn't see
Didn't
anything
see
on
anything.
it. I was
He didn't
afraid
clean
to.
it.
Let me see.
I was hoping that I'd see an eagle.
I see an Indian, Doug.
Do you?
Yep, I see an
You
Indian
would.
right there. When I catch it in the sun, I can see the headdress. It's very faint though. But right there, I can see the points of the headdress. I could see the Indian facing you over there. And let me see the back. Wow, it is rough, rough, rough. I see the shield at the top. So just like Rich's.
Like a 62.
Yeah, 60 to 64 is your range. The backs actually clean up a little nicer. I can see the shield and I can see a little bit of 1 cent. The front.
Well, I'm happy that I'm getting into the fatty territory.
Yeah. I think the first several trips we've worked all the easy signals out.
Yeah, we're
And now on this field we're
targeting the low tone.
Yeah, Rich and I are going to head over to that new section. If you want to come over there, that hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah.
So there could be some shallow screamers. Who knows?
That's what I'm looking for. Shallow screamers.
Someone's got to let him out of the basement one day.
Oh, God.
All right, we're still working this area hard. Rich said he's got something round, possibly shiny, but he's going to need the power on. So I don't know. I'm hoping like flowing hair dime, Rich.
It honestly could be.
Really?
It's so thin.
Oh.
And there is writing on it. You can see it
Rich.
just as it is now.
I see a capital letter T at the top.
Yeah. See how thin it is?
Wow.
I was thinking maybe we ought to take it into the shade and use the
Yeah.
hair on it.
My first, right there, Rich, I see something. I see a face.
You do?
It's either going to be a Carlos half real or an aluminum play token. I know that's a terrible possibility, but I definitely see a face. Let's go bring it over to the shade and get a look at it. All right, there's Rich's coin, and I am super zoomed in right now, but I could see the RAT. It would continue at 5 o'clock IA. The date would be right at the bottom, which we can't see. This is going to be a Carlos III half real, which is like 1770s, 1780s, but it's just so worn. We can only see a little bit of the writing on the edge, and I could see one of the Roman numeral 3s at 10 o'clock, but only one. The other two are starting to slick out. I'm going to try to flip it, Rich, while we got a super close-up and see if I can make out anything on the back. We should see pillars. Oh, I see the shield in the middle. I see the crest, and I see the lion in the bottom left corner of the shield.
Yep.
Do you see the lion?
A little bit.
I can see it clear as day. The lion.
Oh, yeah.
And
Cool.
there'd be all sorts of writing going around the outside. It's punched with like a square nail. So even that punch is very, very old. Incredible. You got a 1600 silver, and now you got a 1700 silver.
Wow.
What a good find. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I'm going to zoom out. We might lose it, but that's what you get. Not a lot of detail. Awesome. All right, I just got a good find here as I'm working towards the other field. And this find might actually make sense of the place a little bit with some of these crazy coins. It's in my hand. I'm going to hunker down. Now, it doesn't look like much. It looks like it could be like a spree candy, but I would not recommend eating this. What I think this is a lead coin weight that they would use to weigh out the exact amount of silver or gold when you made a purchase. If it is some sort of a coin weight or apothecary weight, this place could have very well been some sort of a trading post or something where they'd have to weigh out silver or weigh out gold for purchases. It's a very unique shape, and like I said, that would actually kind of explain why we're finding so many Cobs and old silver reals and early 17 and late 1600s coins. So I'll look around for more of these or other telltale signs, but very well could be. Well, this farm is so big that me, Rich, Doug, and Lynn are coming out to one of the large fields, and we're just walking it, seeing what signals are out here, looking for any brick or pottery on the ground. And I just got this, which might be a random find, I don't know. That was my signal. And you're never really sure because there is some aluminum out here, bottle caps and whatnot, but not this time. That's a big copper coin. And it looks fairly thick. I'm going to guess it's going to be a US coin. And I'm just kind of, I only have one hand, I'm smearing dirt. Oh, I see it. It looks like it's a matron or a braided coming through. So I'm going to brush it and see. This is going to be 18, who knows, teens up to 1850s. Let me brush it and see what I got there, but nice, out in the middle of nowhere. All right, here's my coin. I brushed it off and I'm letting the wind hit it. As it air dries, you can see more and more detail. But I can see the center wreath. I can see 1 cent in the middle. See a little bit of the writing above the wreath coming in. As it dries, it'll get better. You know, in the field, it only gets so good, but when I get home, we'll really see what I can get out of the sky. And here's this side. Bang, that's beautiful. Looks like it's gonna be a braided hair. Maybe 18, I can't even tell. It might even be a matron. Let me see, is there a line? I can't tell if there's a line or not. I'm not sure. Either a braided or a matron, which is, again, is gonna be like 18 teens all the way up to like the 1850s. The designs look very similar when they're dirty like this. And I tried to put a little bit of brow sweat on it, but the wind's hitting it, and this is what I get. But not a bad find at all. Like I said, we're just randomly walking out in this farm field, looking for hot spots so we know where we might come back in the winter. And now who knows, maybe there was another house site out here, or maybe I just hit a random farm field drop. I did just hear Rich yell, he's got a button. So there is going to be things out here. They worked these fields for hundreds of years, but that's a nice find. I'll put it in the bag. I'm going to keep marching all the way to the woods line. We'll go down the woods, come back, and see what might be around. Awesome find though for me. Love it. All right, Lynn, the designated Doug digger. I think they finally got something interesting.
Digs Doug.
I heard Doug say ooh, and there's not been a lot of oohs coming from Camp Doug today. But not from lack of effort. It's just the way it goes. It's not a dog tag, is it?
I don't know. I got to clean some of that off to.
You have snaggletooth?
No, letting him
Oh,
sit
yeah.
there and
Take a
rest.
I think the Declaration of Independence is written on there.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on one side.
It's different looking.
Oh, yeah. It says Bristol Myers Squibb. Thank you.
Easy for you to say.
And I guess that's their logo. And this is probably all of the negative side effects of the medication. You know, that's always the longest part.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, this will cure your athlete's foot, but it might cause death, premature heart attack, diarrhea. All right, Doug will clean it up and we'll take a good look at that thing.
Poor pathetic.
Where would they?
All right, there's Doug's fancy Bristol Myers Squibb necklace. You can wear this when you go out dancing,
Oh,
Doug.
cool.
Good.
It's got their diamond logo or whatever. And the back, when I read it, it's their sexy mission statement,
Oh,
Doug.
is it? What's it say?
It says, the company's mission is to extend and enhance human life by providing the highest quality health and personal care products. So what a weird little thing, Doug. I don't know. I guess you're supposed to wear that. Like,
It's almost like something a senior like myself would wear if you have some kind of.
like if you find me laying on the side of the road,
Medical
call
alert.
Bristol Myers
Look,
Squibb
you
quick.
pull her, and they'll drug you.
Drive me to Bristol Myers.
I need some
Squibb.
Coumadin fast.
Yep. They'll drug you right up.
Well, good job, Dougie. Nice
yeah.
find. All right, Rich has some sort of a copper coin, he said. A deep, small one. He doesn't know what it is yet.
I lost it.
Oh, is it in that clump? Oh. That's a good size, Rich.
Yeah.
What number were you getting on that?
43 to 46.
That's a half-cent size also.
Oh, it's whole. See that huge hole in it?
Could that even be a 2-center? Oh, it's very thin.
It's
That's going to be a
real
half
thin.
cent or oh, what is that?
I don't know, but there's gonna be some detail, I think.
It looked like there was a raised circle in the middle of it. I thought I saw, like right there, you see that thing in the middle?
I do, but I see the ring.
Well, let's brush it and see if it's a whole, a button or a coin or what. It's half-cent size. So many signals, so many, it's just nuts. Here is Rich's latest find, and this is a tricky one. We're not sure if it's a coin or a token. I think token, but if it's a coin, I certainly can't argue. This is the back. There's not a lot on there, but in the middle it looks like a tree. Possibly some letters on the left, and possibly some letters way over here. The other side is pretty interesting because this is what we got, and it looks like It could have possibly been a head in the middle, but that would be one enormous head. And I can clearly see letters at the top, and it could be upside down. You know, those letters might be at the bottom, but I can't make out anything more than what you're seeing. If it's a coin, I have no idea what it could be. It's got to be foreign. So that's the only reason I'm leaning towards token.
Yeah, I'm still gonna guess coin.
All right, hey, it's America. You can do that.
Hopefully I can.
It's the land of the free and the home of the
One or
brave.
the other.
Well, interesting doodad nonetheless.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can figure out what it is eventually, but
Yeah.
awesome find though.
Thank you.
What an incredible day at one incredible location. You know, all the things we found, I don't even want to get into it all. You can go back and watch the last two videos, some of the oldest things that we've ever found. But I just want to congratulate the entire team, including myself, for each one of our oldest coins that we've ever found individually. Mine, the Carlos II Pillars and Waves, 1 real, dated 1666, my oldest coin ever. Then Doug with a 1679 Carlos II Pillars and Waves, 2 real, his oldest coin ever. Then Matt with a Carlos II half real, minted in Polita, Mexico, had to be carted down a mountain 200 miles on muleback, loaded onto Spanish ships and sail halfway around the world. And then today, Rich finishes it out with our 4th Spanish Cob, different variety. We don't know the year on this one, but I can see the Crusader cross easily going back to the 1680s. What a remarkable sight. Maybe someone had a small burlap bag of hammered coins and lost it, and over the centuries, the tractor just spread it all around. I'm not sure, but I can guarantee come winter, when the crops are out of the ground and we go back, we are definitely going to search for more old cobs, crazy old buttons, maybe even get lucky with a hammered gold escudo, who knows, but we are going to have one heck of a time trying. What an amazing place. Now, even though we might be ruined for a little while, we are going back out next week to a different 1700s farm. We're going to try our luck there, 70 plus acres. We got a group of 5 of us going. Should be a remarkable day. I can't wait to see what we find there. But otherwise, I'm out of here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I will see you on the next one. Later.